fun and entertaining vehicle, there's also this underlying notion of, as we all feel a little discarded or a little bit pushed aside, and this is the movie where you get back on.
Okay.
Hi, my question is, since we're Mr. with us, I was wondering, I noticed you've done a lot of stunt work with car crashes and there's explosions in the movie. I was wondering, what kind of procedure or experience do you have to learn to make that work?
We always want to try to keep everybody around you safe, to keep yourself safe. That said, Karl and I and the stunt guys on this film really leaned most of especially the fight sequence into right now time, and it's not an old time fight. It's like mixed martial art fighting, and what you see in cage fight matches. And at the same time, it looks more brutal, and it goes faster, and there are things that I haven't done in a long time. I got thrown through the air, I ran through a glass window and things like that. It's, as long as it's safe and you get to come to work the next day, that's the big fun part. But I really enjoyed fighting with Karl Urban. Thank you.
Hi, this question is for Karl Urban. Most of your movies you've been seen as the protagonist. What drew you into this movie as the antagonist?
Well, thank you for your question. That's actually a very good question. First of all, it's not so cut and dry. I play the character of William Cooper, and my job is I'm a CIA officer, and my job is to in this film, I get given the task to hunt down and kill Bruce Willis, but it's not, as you would think, like a stereotypical bad guy, 12 mustache thing. That's just not the way it is. I'm a guy with a family trying to do a job, and it's really interesting through the course of the film and interacting with Frank. It's sort of, I start to learn more about what's really going on, and it's just a really wonderful character with a great journey. Thank you for your question.
Hi there. This message, no offense to Karl and Bruce, but I would like to know the process when Mary-Louise and Helen Mirren had in regards to the training for any of the action scenes or stunts.
We both told each other that we thought as soon as they saw us run, they would fire us, because neither of us can run with a straight face. So.
Yeah, the first thing we said to the director was, we can't run in this action movie. I did some gun training. That was it, really, it's, as Karl said, the great thing about our job is that we found ourselves in these extraordinary situations and learning skills that hopefully we'll never have to use. And certainly learning how to shoot a gun was one of the ones that I had to learn. Of course, I was surrounded by experts, not just in the people who were training me, but a lot of my co-actors. I have shot a lot of guns, so all I had to do is watch them, really. The most difficult thing about shooting a gun, incidentally, on film, is not to pull a silly face while the gun's going off, because, it's always a bit of a shock, and so, you find yourself sticking your tongue out or blinking or whatever. So, the hardest thing is just to kind of keep a straight face while you're shooting a gun, if ever any of you have to do that on film in the future.
Alec Baldwin told me, just look like you constantly have to pee, and then it'll seem like you're in danger. If I was lost, I would think of that.
Okay, my question's for Bruce. You're my idol. But anyways, I was just wondering, as more accomplished actors, what do you guys do to bond?
Very good question. Thank you. Thank you. I'm always excited to be around other actors. I sometimes only get to work with myself, and it's so tedious. I was so excited to go to work every day, and we ran into work every day. And let's give you one example. We were all so excited to know that I think in the 9th or 10th week that we were all going to get to work with Richard Dreyfuss. It was unbelievable. We were like little kids. We were just so, oh God, Jaws is going to be here. And we had like this little code for him, little code name is Jaws. You know, Jaws. I'm going to work with Jaws today. It was just so exciting and so fun, and everybody is nice. You know, and is really almost too nice. Just so polite, and you just go, oh God, well okay, aren't you ever going to do anything wrong? Aren't you going to yell at somebody or throw your shoe at somebody or something movie star like, something actors? But everybody was really nice and fun and funny off camera, and funny when you're just telling stories about your own life and how weird things are to be all of us.
And also I have to say, because he was our leader, Bruce, and he was so incredibly welcoming as each actor arrived on the set, you know, to do their bit. He was always incredibly welcoming, and I think that was how we all bonded actually. It was basically through Bruce and through Lorenzo, who would take us all out to dinner, and we'd all eat, and we'd drink, and we'd chat, and they were just so incredibly welcoming. They made us all, me anyway, and everybody else I'm sure, feel really comfortable and at ease. So I think that was how it happened.
Bruce and I bonded in a way where we learned to beat the living shit out of each other.
Hi, this question is for the creative team. Usually when you go into a graphic novel, into a movie, what were some of the pitfalls doing that, and how true to the actual graphic novel is the movie?
The pitfalls of an actor, there was none. They gave me money, man. I told you. Well, like I say, I kept my distance. You never write a graphic novel thinking about a future movie, because that way Lies Madness or Mark Miller. Yeah, half of you got that and half of you That's going to get back to him in like 10 seconds. So, as I said, the process was really just standing back and letting these people work, otherwise you drive yourself nuts. Plus, begging money.
Next.
Hi, my question is for Karl Urban. I was wondering how extensive your training was for the movie, and if you got injured at all.
How extensive the training was for the film? Yeah, well, as I said before, it was, I guess the process for me was twofold. One was really kind of learning a bit about the world of the CIA, and we really had a wonderful a tutor in that, Bob Baer, who wrote many books about his time in the CIA. So he came and talked to Bruce and I about what that experience was like, and it really truly was mind-blowing. Little tidbits to think like they can actually track you with a cell phone even when your cell phone is turned off. It's quite phenomenal. So it really was quite a paradigm shift to find out what these guys actually do, and he